So I come in the kitchen to brew another cup of coffee. And I'm thinking about different stuff I need to be doing, chores, upcycling, putting groceries away, blah, blah, blah. And then I was like, but I also need to water plants. So I grabbed the mums that I had chopped. Remember, I was like trimming them because they were too tall and I was trying to get them to be fluffy. Anyway, I had used some of the cuttings to try and grow new plants. It has been, I don't know, how long has it been? A couple of weeks at least.
Welcome to the Frugal Family. This is what we've been doing.
Guys, I've never made it work before with a mum cutting. Look at those gorgeous roots. Is it only on one of them? Let's see. It looks like one. Okay, that one has roots. And that one has tons of roots. Let's see. Okay, so this one worked. I thought I saw roots on another one. Oh, on this one. Yep, that one has roots. Let's see. Okay, these guys don't yet. So what I'm going to do is get these ones into some dirt and keep these ones I put in fresh water and keep them in there. Do you know, because like I hadn't changed the water in like 4 or 5 days this time, and there hadn't been roots before I changed it this time. Is like changing the water or not changing the water a thing? Like, does that matter? I don't know, because with ones before where I didn't change the water like at all, I don't think I ever got roots. I think they just got like moldy and gross. This time I have been changing it, every 4 or 5 days. Did that have something to do with these glorious roots that have developed? I don't know. I don't know. But now that I have 2 started, I feel like we can kind of experiment a little more. So I might get another jar of water and put 1 or 2 of them in that jar and not change the water again, and then have another jar with water that I do change regularly, and we'll see what, happens. All right, say goodbye to the vines, and I've decided that my corn stalk bunches, I'm going to have like a couple over here and a couple over there to kind of take the place of the vines, maybe even some back against this fence. It depends. I don't know. We'll see how many we end up with. I've got all of the corn stalks separated into bunches, so I'm going to tie these up and then stack them and eventually decide where to put them. Corn stalks are bundled and tied. I will have the kids clean up this mess. Whew. Unless after I take a break, I feel up to doing it, just sweeping it, but the bending over is pretty painful. And I really need to sit down, and it's good for the kids to help. It is good to have them help. So maybe I will just leave this until they get home, but I'm going to put these things away. And now, another break. I am going to watch me some It. Yes, Pennywise, Stephen King. Good stuff, good times. Whilst editing some videos, I'm also going to make another cup of coffee. Things are coming along, frugal friends. Look who came and sat on my lap. She hasn't done that in a while. It's like she knew. So I chopped down the vines and then I put corn stalks there, and in the middle here I want to do something for the Halloween yard display, maybe like the facade of the schoolhouse. I don't know yet, we'll see. And I did get all the vines down from over here and put another of the corn bundles over here, and I will probably add some webs and maybe a right there. Stay tuned. That, one thing at a time. The pumpkins are doing really, really well. The littlest one, it did not make it, but these two are looking fabulous. Yeah, gorgeous. And then there is the one over here, and I'm thinking I might try to move it kind of out in front so it gets more sunlight and maybe it will go orange faster. I don't know. But everything it's looking good. Everything's winding down for, you know, fall. It's all winding down. I made a bit of a mess when I was doing the corn husks, figuring out where I wanted them. I can't cut this down yet because, of course, it is connected to those pumpkins, but I am very tempted to just go ahead and do it. But I need to look up, will the pumpkins continue ripening? Because I know a lot of fruits do that. Is that the same with pumpkins? I'm going to look that up. Because if that's the case, I will go ahead and just cut them off and set them on the porch, and then I can cut all of this down. But also, I like kind of this look for, you know, kind of spookiness. Reagan's behind me hiccuping. So I don't know. We'll see. We'll see. But the pumpkins are doing well. We are going to do a last harvest of tomatoes. We have not had a deep freeze yet, a hard freeze. So that's lucky. My mums have yet again fallen over, even with the supports that I added that were working, but now they're not. So I really think it does come down to is dividing this. It's just gotten too big for its britches. Just want to show you some of the other gloriousness. Remember, we chopped this mum down so that it wasn't covering everything else and so that it would fill out, and it has filled out just absolutely beautifully. Look at that. Yeah, so much more fluffy and thicker than it was before we chopped it, and now it's got all of its buds ready to go. Yes, and we will have a few more of these plants to plant up elsewhere. I'm hoping to get them in the ground. I don't know. I was going to just pot them up, but I wonder if I can just go ahead and put them with their roots into the ground. Or should I put them into little pots and let them establish that way first? I just don't know. Definitely needing to weed over here, but I don't know. I don't know if that's going to happen. And of course the irises again. It's a continual fight. I am also going to dig up the gladioli. There's that one and that one there. These are just not good spots for them. They end up facing that way toward the sun, so I am going to move them elsewhere so that we can enjoy their show. I'm also going to be digging up the peonies, which are over here. Going to be digging that up and dividing them. I don't know, maybe I will go ahead and dig up all of the mums as well. Mums and asters. Maybe I will. Maybe I will. I'm not sure yet. Well, I probably should. Plus, that'll give us more to fill in other places here in the yard. This sedum is one I bought last year on, I think it was on clearance. Maybe not. Maybe I paid full price. But look how gorgeous that is. It has hit its color, its peak. Oh, it's fabulous. And I do think that this one could definitely be divided, so I will probably do that as well. The goal is to have all the dividing and replanting done before my surgery, November 1st. We'll see. Weeds, that's not a guarantee. I don't know that's even a goal to do that before surgery. Yeah, we got to be somewhat realistic. Somewhat. Sorry for all the noise. That is the neighbor doing their work. It's a Saturday when I'm recording this part of the video. See, irises again. God, they're frustrating. So I do want to add in several of the asters and mums over in here. And then I've learned that the cosmos and the giant marigolds, they are going to be needing to go into the back part of this garden if I have them in here again, because they just absolutely take over. They're gorgeous, but you can't even see my John F. Kennedy rose back there. And the snapdragons and the little marigolds and all of it is just, hello in there. Hello, way in there. Yeah, it's all a matter of, like Carol from BBC, Gardener's World says, the right plant in the right place. I'm going to really think it out, and I will put in some of the mums and asters over here so that they can add to the fall interest. And I will, yeah, definitely keep in mind these kind of things to move to the back. You guys know I am self-taught as a gardener, absolutely self-taught, and it's just a lot of trial and error, learning as I go. But I do want to mention that one of my cuttings from the evergreen, I'll show you which one in a sec, has actually lived. Yep, it has lived. I am so proud of that. It's the only one that did from this over here. I do need to work on shaping this a little more, but I kind of like this shape for Halloween time. That's a lot of fun. Oh, I still have not done anything with tidying up my topiaries. I'm gonna try to get that done before surgery. There's just a lot, Frugal friends, there's a lot. And I will, of course, keep you posted on what we end up getting done and how it all turns out.